Welcome back to Fairy Fencer Advent Dark Force. I might have just say Advent Dark Force in general, just for the sake of distinguishing from the original. Advent Dark Force.
Knuckles.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome to our villain.
Welcome back to fucking blandness.
Hey, we're in Monochrome Town.
So it's our Zagi of the day, I guess.
Are we in? Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
What's the point of?
So there you go. This game's way of writing a villain is have him be this complete, over the top and completely unbelievable creature that just hates anything that even resembles empathy and just makes people fight each other to the death.
Okay, you know, this game isn't meant to be a parody, but at this point, it's more of a parody than Neptunia, a series which is actually meant to be a parody is.
Yeah, exactly. That's just the problem.
I don't even.
Okay. See, here's the thing. This is the kind of villain. This is some of the most simplistic writing for a villain ever. Just make him this complete piece of shit who hates empathy in general. Yeah, because that's how people are, right? So there you go. Basically, the old man killed himself because he didn't want to be forced to kill his own daughter.
But at least the music.
There you go, Jova. There's the Canadian guy, who will be played by you.
Bring me his daughter. I'm going to chop her up and juggle the pieces.
I know I'm supposed to. I know I'm supposed to be intimidated, but I know I'm supposed to be intimidated.
I guess.
Yeah, this is Fairy Dalla. I know I'm supposed to be intimidated, but I just find this so ridiculous. Sorry.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, yes, I'm considering having Teo voice that guy, but I don't remember if he has non-voiced lines. I don't think he does, but we'll see. Because I have a feeling Pyga is gonna be Teo's favorite character, and I'm not gonna say why.
Like this.
Okay, sure.
Basically, Zank here belongs to the Dorfa Corporation, and this guy, who also belongs to the Corporation, he's trying to reason with him, please don't do this because it makes our company look bad and shit.
And apparently the company themselves want to actually have someone who isn't a psychotic killer.
Zeke, if you wanna have this kind of job and with your still attitude, there's this nice company called J-Tron, which is assuming. Maybe you should go there.
Yes, Dwibs? The game broke Dwibs. Anyway...
The DXC had stopped working.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there you go, now he's there you go, he has a family. Now he's considering forcing Pyga to fight his wife and daughter.
Oh, he has a family. That makes so much more...
Nazrin, what are you doing here?
No, that's Vivian. That's Pyga's fairy.
Oh, Pyga's a fencer.
She looks like Nazrin from Touhou.
Well, remember, this entire game is a collection of anime ripoffs and stereotypes.
I mean, seriously, so far...
We had discount Cubey, we've had discount Valkyrie... What's that? That's that Valkyrie thing that you and Jova keep mentioning.
The mechanic of the fairy and the fencers, it's
Valkyrie Drive.
That's it.
I know I've only seen...
Valkyrie Drives are...
I know I've only seen parts of 2 games from the studio, but so far they're crap at both deconstructing and doing their own stuff.
You're basing it on 1 game?
2 games.
What? 2 games?
And I literally just said I know I've only seen parts of 2 games.
Yeah, what's the other game?
Neptunia 1.
Neptunia.
They do it better in Neptunia.
Do they though?
Yes.
Let's not get into that because that's a tangent.
What I've seen so far, I highly doubt.
We'll get to it, Wibs. For now, let's just focus on this.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that.
Well, at least the soundtrack sounds more interesting.
Yes, that sounds good.
What's the deal with that?
Who do you think you are, a Superman?
I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised the trumpet theme is not playing.
Yeah, that's the sound of justice.
Oh yeah.
So, justice is trumpets.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, accidents.
Yeah, we're literally doing the Super Sentai shtick.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier, we have discount Cubey, we have discount Valkyrie Drive, we have discount
Power Rangers.
Yeah,
We have Discount Neptune and Aaron. I mean, I know it's technically the same company, but she's like a discount version of Neptune, way less charming.
what was that? What was that Vivian resembles to again? Sorry.
Nazrin, a character
Discount
from Touhou.
Discount Nazi from Touhou. It's all this is literally bargain bin the game.
Except this costs like regular
It
RPG
kinda-
game price.
It kind of reflects what happened because, once again, for most of the jokes and some plot points and characters, the game is essentially this: a basic concept of ideas, but with lack originality or development at all.
Not just
And that's
that,
what-
but this brought up a good point just now. Another thing that I'd like to talk about Compile Hearts games, they're overpriced for how much they cost to make. Because let's take, for example, the most recent... Actually, I can even take this game. This game came out 2 years ago on the PS4. Well, actually, no, sorry, I'm mistaken. It came out last year on the PS4. And it's still, as of right now, because it's not on sale right now, it's still $60.
It's up with activity.
A game like this should be released at the very least $40, considering how cheap it is.
I'd say 30, but yeah.
Well, I was saying at the very least 40, because a game this cheap should not cost $60 on arrival. Sorry.
Drawings really
Knack 2, Knack fucking 2 came out at €40/$40.
Sonic Forces is going that direction.
Yeah, even Sonic Forces is going that direction. So what's this game's excuse? I mean, the price should reflect how much the game costs to make. But go ahead, Dibs.
It's
Mike,
a long one, that's why.
Go
I
ahead,
wonder if
Dibs.
they're
Go
doing
ahead,
it
Jova.
based off the other content. I mean, that's the only reason I could imagine why.
Yeah, but there's the thing, Jova. The original Final Fantasy VII on the PS3 also came out at full price for PS3 games. So, what's
Yeah, that's less excusable.
not to mention Dark Rose Valkyrie. Dark Rose Valkyrie just recently came out on the PS4, and that game also cost $60. It was recently on.
Dark Rose Valkyrie a better game, though, you told me?
Yeah, from what I've seen, yes. But the point, but it still looks cheaply made because Compile Heart is low budget. Anyway, back. We're kind of veering off. So what happened there is.
Honestly,
No,
Pedro,
Dwibs. We actually need to listen and properly judge this stuff.
He has a point, Web. Sorry. Anyway, the point
I'll
is.
say it in text then.
Anyway, the point is, what happened is Zinc decided to challenge us to a tournament. Basically, we're going
Not a
to.
children's card game.
No, sorry, Dale. Anyway, we're going. Also, crowd noise.
Who's cheering? It's like Olympus Coliseum in Purple Sleep.
So basically, we went to the old abandoned town to basically avoid any collateral damage.
Basically, yeah. But anyway, yeah. What I was saying was he challenged us to a tournament. Basically, Fang has to defeat 5 enemies handpicked by Zenk in a row. Before he can get the Fury, and he has to do it on his own. He cannot use any partner. So once again, Fang has to battle, but this time it's actually just a fight, unlike the last part. Unfortunately,
It's the rules.
it's the rules.
I think I played the game recently that has you just being on your own and fighting. Yeah, Persona 5.
Don't you have a party in that game?
No, there's a specific
Actually, that's a
the
good.
where there's only where you can only
A
fight.
couple of JRPGs use this trophy.
Are you
And,
talking
for
about the
example,
specific
Legend of
battles?
Dragoon.
No, it's just one series of battles you have to do on your own in Persona.
Actually, that's another good example. Dwebs. Persona 5 took 5 years to make. Looks much more on par with AAA gaming than this game does, and it still didn't cost, even on the PS4, it didn't cost $60 at arrival. It was $50. So what's this game's excuse?
Well, I think it set me back traditional UK full game price. But
That
even
and
then, I got the Steelbook edition.
That and the fact that it's a PS3 game upgraded to the PS4. Because the game was made as a PS3 game, but later they realized,
it's only 40 on the PS3.
yeah.
Not just that, due to the particular cell shade style it uses, even if it's just a PS3 game upgrade, it still looks really good on PS4.
Well, yeah. Brilliant art direction in general.
And also for the style they chose for the appearance and the combat.
All right, guys, it's okay. We've defeated 2 enemies, or was it 3? I lost count.
That useless idiot still couldn't kill him.
I'm kind of a crap villain, aren't I?
Yeah, he kind of is. Yeah. Not only in terms of how he's written, but also in terms of what he accomplished. Trust me, this guy is such a terrible villain. And if you, and the sad part is that all the villains in this game are terrible, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
Well, honestly, I've seen a lot of them. Kind of used to crap villains.
Although thankfully Spider-Man Homecoming might
I said a
be
lot
on.
of MCU films.
I know, Dwibs. I just said, well, hopefully Spider-Man Homecoming is the show of a new trend. Also, Dormammu, for as little as he was in there, was at least amusing enough for that constant Dormammu.
I've come to bargain.
It's like I said to you.
Hey,
before,
look, there, we're fighting Kefka. Oh God, really? Of all the times for him to be burbed.
It's like I said, Jova. It's funny is that as soon as another
to tell him to go
studio came
back.
in for an MCU film, the villain was suddenly an improvement.
Alright, that's it. After we finish this part, we're gonna have a little extra what I show him this, because I cannot go by this part without his reaction to that.
Yeah, because it's been gone before he even gets back.
I'm so gonna make this a Squirm highlight section. With and without Tio. The one moment he probably...
There's no need. Well, technically there can be need, but I can put this straight on at the end of the part itself. It's only a couple seconds anyway.
It's okay, I mean, I can make the highlight as well if need.
Sure, feel free to, I guess. Use this bastard. So yeah, now in order, basically, since Kefka failed him, now he decided to kill him because you know he's evil, and evil people kill people.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Tiara was kidnapped off screen.
Oh, fuck off screen.
That's right. The woman who's supposed to be our supposedly strong female character, supposedly, it was kidnapped off screen.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, seriously. I know I've already told you guys, but I have to repeat this. I hate this kind of off-screen stuff. It's so lazy.
What did I miss?
Basically,
You will see at the end.
you will see at the end, Teo. Anyway, guess what, Teo? Tiara, our supposed strong female character, was kidnapped off screen.
Oh, good.
When did the game ever establish her as a strong female lead anyway? Also, to be fair...
Well, remember, Jova, this is Compile Heart. Compile Heart loves female protagonists and shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, but hey, even a strong female lead gets kidnapped.
And
As
Tio,
Peach is showed.
and I've already mentioned Tio.
It's okay, the villagers came to free us.
Off-screen, anything really, whether it be death.
Yes, Dwibs, we know.
No, hold on, Dwibs. I was asking.
explaining it for Tio.
No, what I was asking instead was if Fang won the tournament.
Not yet. He's still one opponent away from winning.
Okay.
So basically, the villagers have
it was
taken Tiara off, apparently.
Well, I know about what you think about off-screen stuff, Dwibs. Oh, we're controlling Tiara.
Interesting.
Well, we can control any. Well, we can control anybody because we can just choose who the leader is, and that will be the character that shows up on the dungeons.
The game suffers from... Well, do you control all party members at the same time in battle, or is a game that suffers from you cannot switch the leader?
No. When you get into a battle, it's a turn-based battle, so you select your moves from each character at a time.
No, this I know, but in a sense of... do you control once you get all the other party members during the story? When you're in a battle, like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Yeah.
In the original...
all 6 in battle, or do you get all 6 of them in battle?
Yes.
Or you have to select like 3 of them, and you cannot switch.
No,
like,
that's in the that's in the original game. The original game you can only have a maximum of 3 party members at once, but in here they increase it to 6.
Goody.
Nice.
I guess it makes things a bit easier.
The game was already easy, and now they've made it even easier, especially considering what happens because the PS4 version is even easier because they've added a free download on the PlayStation Network that adds the hell and amateur difficulties. When the amateur...
To be fair, isn't it technically easy because you're all the way up maxed out?
Jova, trust me, I went for the game a first playthrough with, and I still went through
it. Difficulty?
Not on hell, but I went on normal.
Well, I mean, maybe that's
Well,
it.
if you're gonna play the game on hell, Jova, it's obviously gonna be hard by nature. I guess the standard should be set on a normal difficulty to see what the standard curve of the game is supposed to be.
So, do tell, how was it when you first played through this game on normal mode, your first run without any...
It's pretty easy because again the game. Remember, I got all the DLC, so I have the best armor and weapons in the game.
True, it's kind of the same what happens in a couple of other games like Agarest.
True. I mean, I guess with DLC, fair enough.
Solaro Village's fury. I can feel an amazing energy coming from
Yeah.
It just looks the same.
But don't you see, Teo? She feels a strong. What's that term? She
a strong connection to
the Force.
Actually,
Wait a minute. Hold on. We're still in Solaro?
Yes.
Are we ever
Canadian
gonna learn
guy.
this guy's name?
Oh, no, remember, Jova, this game loves to reuse assets.
Huh.
We couldn't actually come up with an original look for Solaro, so we just reused the images from Kid and R.
It reuses all kinds of assets.
What was that scream?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mr. Canadian Stereotype. And that's his fairy.
Lambda Delta?
Goldikins!
Her nickname for him.
His name is Galdo, and she's his mother. Basically, this fairy is actually Galdo's adopted mother.
Wait. She's his mom. She looks old enough to be his sister.
Adopted.
Why is he
MILF!
stuck
MILF!
No, we're on the other side of the team, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we found a MILF.
I don't even. But seriously, they both look 18.
She's a MILF. You know what a MILF is?
Yeah, I know what a MILF is, but she doesn't look nearly old enough to be.
Anyway, let me get a listen to this guy's voice so I'll know what to go for.
What a shameful display.
Think Joey, but Canadian.
Hold on, let me listen.
Really sorry I lost. I ain't much of one, but I'm still a fencer. Yeah, I'm
It sounds more
good.
Irish.
Prepare. You sure talk a big
You know,
game.
I don't think even Clement sounded this Canadian.
He definitely sounds more... He sounds
What?
Celtic.
So Zenk was about to kill Galdo, but Fang stopped him.
I'm a hero. A hero defeats evil and protects the weak.
Sure.
Basically.
Sure.
Sick.
Yeah.
Fight me.
I mean, that's its most basic form, but...
Oh, you wanna go? Fight me IRL, bro.
Fight me IRL.
You're so amazing.
Okay, serious.
I don't.
Okay. Seriously, Teo, did somebody just trace Zagi's design into this game?
Yeah, pretty much.
What did I miss?
Let's go.
You
Irish
missed.
sounding.
You missed Canadian prick and
Wait,
Oh, but I thought Canadians were supposed to be polite.
Not just that, Shiroi, but Tiara got kidnapped off screen.
Oh no, I know about that. That happened before I left.
And there you go. That's his form after he fuses with the fairy.
it turned out that apparently Tiara had apparently been taken by the villagers to the hidden place of the Fury so that she could get it and then give them the upper hand.
In order to enhance the fusion coefficient.
Harley, shut up.
Also, gotta love how absolutely horribly written Zenk is. Like, you're so amazing, I just wanna eat you up. Who talks like this?
Let me guess.
writers of this
Let me
game, I
guess. He gets defeated after this, and then he never shows up again.
Actually, he does. Fang now is noble for some reason, so he doesn't want to kill himself.
Okay.
You see, this is the part where the writers realize, oh shit, we forgot about this whole character development thing. Okay, let's have Fang start acting noble for no reason. And there you
Calling
go.
it right,
What is
well,
this character development you speak of?
calling it right now.
And now that
probably
design is very Kantai collection-esque.
Anyway, calling it right now, but my guess is like, well, Fang's probably just acting that way because for the food, or at least that's what he's gonna say, even though accidentally he's acting like this.
Yeah, again, Jova, stories like Gintama or One Punch Man does this kind of character much
It's been
better
done
anyway.
better. It's been done better. Basically, the lead up is
I
that
missed Gintama, sorry.
I know, right? Basically, the lead-up is that they told him, hey, a hero's gonna get the Grand Feast. So his plan probably was to act like a hero, but he's accidentally acting like a hero, which is his gradual change into, hey, why do I have to point this out for you?
Why do you suddenly care about Tiara? Up until this point, you've been doing nothing but calling her irritating bitch.
Well, actually, Pedro, we did have that point where you can actually go to Tiara, and he does show concern for her.
Yeah, but remember, but that's a thing, Jova. He always says that line, regardless of which of those three you chose in the last part. Even if you pick a conversation with Aaron instead of Tiara, he'll still say that line. So it's not like the text reflects your choices.
Well, remember also what I said. There have also been some scenes where he's shown concern for the girls, despite the fact that they tricked him here and there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they got like the bare minimum, but it was technically built up to. Again, look, it's been done plenty better in other cases. I am just pointing out that, yes, the scene did build up to.
The problem is that the quote-unquote build-up / character development is so completely ham-fisted.
It is flimsy, yes. It's flimsy, but it's there. Can we
Not
please
just,
move on?
not just,
Oh, hello.
not just, oh.
She's just for the fury to us.
You thief! You stole that, didn't you?
Says the guy who looks like one of the battleship's enemy from Kantai Collection.
He looks like the Joker.
And I really shouldn't know about Kantai Collection. Why Japan?
Because Japan.
Searching with overwhelming power.
Trust me,
Are you?
please, you don't want to know.
Village's fury.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Fang, I can't notice that because it's not like the graphics are, the visuals don't reflect what you're saying, so it's kind of
They
hard.
didn't even bother to make a different sprite for him.
Like,
Teo, shh. That costs money.
you know, just...
No, I know, but there is this kind of technique which is creating the same sprite just in a slightly different pose.
Maybe they couldn't even afford even that.
That's sad.
Just to compare, the crossover has certain animations that you only see once in that game. And no, I'm not just talking about the breakdowns. I mean, stuff like Barnum actually using the Grimoire book, that only shows up once, but they actually bother to have that. Heck, they even have a scene where Phoenix walks behind the desk. Sure, it only shows up once, but again, they bothered to put the effort into that. It also goes into later Ace Attorney games. I mean, heck, there's actually...
Oh, hold on, Joe, I have to expose it here. Here's an annoying glitch that I hate. That was not available in the PS3 version, but for some reason is in this one. Every time the character leaves your party, the game for some reason defaults that character's equipment back to the original equipment, and I have to equip them all over again.
Yeah, it's not like a glitch, it's like a script that functions like that.
Yeah, but the original PS3 version didn't have this problem. So what the hell happened here?
I really don't know, and honestly, it feels backwards.
It feels so... Why? What the hell? How do you screw up what was already programmed in? What happened? How do you even screw that up? I could understand if this was a bug already that came from the original version, but it wasn't in the original version.
No, that's a problem, Joe. Sorry, that's a problem, Pedro. This kind of thing is not really a bug. It's a script, so it's intentional. They had to program it like that. That's what baffles me. People did this intentionally.
But why? I don't understand.
It's the same with Dragon Quest 7 and 8 on the 3DS, having different music in the West.
For no reason whatsoever. Anyway,
yeah.
Yeah.
So can
We defeated Zing.
he just die?
No, he doesn't die. He's actually gonna ask Fang to kill him, but he doesn't because now he's noble. Because, this is the part where Fang is supposed to develop, so he's now noble.
Here comes the final blow. Get the hell out of here!
I forgot. Never mind.
He sends them flying, and we don't even see it.
Shh, Jova. We can't... Budget.
No. When you can't actually put in the effort that an Ace Attorney, a handheld game, can do...
Your manliness has gone up.
Well, Jova, here's the thing. Ace Attorney and the crossover actually had character models.
No. I mean, well, yeah, that too.
Let's
Yeah.
return at once, Vivian.
Well, okay. You know what? I'm gonna compare this to even the ones before the 3DS games.
Sure.
Like, seriously, again, stuff like the investigation games, which are sprites and, sometimes just portraits like these, again, have animations and stuff that shows up just once.
Hell, Professor Layton and the Curious Village had more variety and sprite animations, and that was Level 5's first game fully funded by them without Sony's help.
Agreed.
What the hell?
What's wrong? Why aren't you happier about this?
My shoulders feel stiff. I don't think
Okay, Joe, I'm starting to think. Maybe all the budget that wasn't put in the visuals was put in the voice acting, because this game has plenty of voice acting. Maybe that's all where that's where all the money went.
It definitely does not look like
It may be possible, well, because even a Shin Megami Tensei game for the 3DS, the first Devil Survivor, is kind of the same thing. Practically every single line of dialogue is voiced, there's practically nothing unvoiced. But it's, goody, the Canadian guy. Dreams, be strong.
How can I?
Well, he really is affected by this.
Galdo Garzuum. How the hell do you even pronounce that last name?
I've had enough of this shit from time and eternity. How do you expect me to take this?
Well, you surprisingly didn't break down as calmly with Time and Eternity.
I was getting more fed up with his cruelty.
So it turns out Galdo was never a bad guy. He was just doing it because he was afraid of Zank. But now that we defeated Zank, now Zank is no longer my master. Now you are.
Now I'm smitten with your stupidity.
Okay, that's definitely Canadian.
No, I'm smitten with your stupidity. There you go. See, from the game's own words.
What are you gonna do?
I'm surprised he.
Stereotype on our side.
Well, at least he has a cool weapon.
Really?
And you know what? Here, it made sense when he said A, since Canadians saying A is actually the formal and polite term.
Have fun, Jova.
Someone. Huh. So, surprisingly, this game actually at least understands when to properly use A with a Canadian.
Well, here's the thing, Jova. The actual actor, from what I've checked, is actually Canadian, so I'm pretty sure he was the one who made sure of that.
I guess +1 for getting what most people
left
usually
their voice
stereotype the heck out of.
No, I have no problem with NIS America's localization. Well, in this particular case, the original PS3 version was localized by NIS America, but after that, Idea Factory established their international division. So Idea Factory International is the one who took the localization of the original PS3 version and updated it for this version. So, but the point is, I have no problem with Idea Factory International's localization. It's fine. Oh, and here's another character that will be played by Jova. Mariana.
Mariana.
Who's a voice actress?
I don't know. You go check.
I'll check.
You were just staring at her.
By the way, who's gonna be Galda's fairy?
I will.
Mariana is voiced by Dorothy Elias Fan.
Whoever she is.
You seem to
She's the actress who plays okay, it's gonna be hard to explain. Basically, she's the sister of the actress who plays
Is this a spoiler?
who played Ed from Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, apparently Zenki was voiced by Sean Chiplock. Didn't knew that.
Huh.
So yeah, basically, this woman Mariana, she's the head of an orphanage, and she's been playing a harp for the kids in the orphanage.
Oh my god, a head of an orphanage who isn't bitter and cruel?
Jova, you get it? Sorry, Jova, but I'm gonna have to dash your hopes right there.
Oh, of course.
Wait, what? But she seems to be nice with them.
Let's...
Jova.
Sorry, Jova, but it's all a facade.
Why this game is going for these so easy anime stereotypes?
Too, it's compile hard. That's what they do.
But they've done it so much better in the Neptunia games.
We're getting this conversation every single time, but the point still stands. Oh.
And heck. Look, I'll be the first to admit that Neptunia 1 doesn't exactly do the best, but the sequels definitely improve it even more.
Not just that, Jova. The entire idea.
Oh, and here's Teo's character.
Oh, goody.
Oh, hi, Jazz.
Your wife who is weak and pathetic.
Oh my god, Teo. I just realized, that's Jazz.
Yeah, it's Matthew Mercer.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well,
Dun 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 dun.
Jazz was DC Douglas.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Director Bernard. Welcome to this is the President Shinra of the game.
I wonder who the villain is.
Well, actually, all of these are villains.
Anyway,
Wait. Jova.
Guessing right now, this guy Haganata is gonna hijack the plot and kill the other on the right.
Actually, wait. Actually, Teo, you're talking about Bernard, the long-haired guy?
no. Wait,
Yeah.
that's Bernard.
Teo, have you played this game before?
I played Final Fantasy VII.
I know, right? It's like I was about to say.
Because that's what's gonna happen.
that Bernard is so going to be the Sephiroth.
Yeah.
We're not even trying.
Anyway, Tio, when I said that guy was Jazz, I was talking about his character design.
Oh, there you go, guys. Mariana is actually there you go. Thanks to our company's charity work and orphanages, our corporate images. There you go. The orphanage is just to maintain a corporate image that they're a good company. So there you go. It's all a facade. She's so there you go. Sorry, Jova, but yeah.
Let me guess. The black-haired guy is actually going to turn against them when he finds out that they're working for evil or something, or he owes them something.
You're on the right path, but not for the two reasons you mentioned.
Well, he's going to turn on them because, well, probably for some reason involving justice.
Can
Also,
any one of these the main characters that we've seen so far have a shred
Also,
of...
Bernard is voiced by Robbie Damon, the voice actor of Prompto.
So this game is a Final Fantasy 15 reunion.
Sorta.
Well, and
Persona 4 wouldn't it be the other way around?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the other way around? Wouldn't that make Final Fantasy 15 a Fairy Friends Ref reunion?
I guess, yeah.
Wow, this is interesting.
Much like Final Fantasy 13 is a Kid Icarus Uprising reunion.
And like I said, Persona 4 in some cases. There's a Persona 5, sorry, Persona 5. Oh, in Persona 5, Robbie Damon was a Kenshi.
What next evil action can we all do?
And hell,
I thought Akechi was someone else.
Hey, Jovi, you know who Robbie Damon voices in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
Hold on, guys. Let me try to recap what they're trying to say. Basically, they're talking about what they need to do. Basically, their main goal is to actually awaken the Vile God so that they can use the Vile God's power to take over the world. Because as we all know, trying to take over the power of a god always turns out well, doesn't it, Teo?
Just ask Dr. Eggman.
Just ask the King of Soliana, right, Jova?
It surprisingly worked for Eggman in Sonic Generation.
That's because you had the double.
Well, to be fair, Jova, the Time Eater was never established to be a god, more like a space alien thing.
It's a giant demonic being that can control.
But we get the idea.
You get the idea, though. The point is, taking
the trope that evil is not a toy.
The point is
pretty much the shoe-in for Reeve.
Basically, except he's not as cool as Reeve.
I met your wife at our
Oh, there you go.
party.
Yeah, and I got those voices so stereotypical. I am so evil.
It's unorthodox.
Was this game written by a 10-year-old? Seriously?
No, Pedro.
No.
Well, actually, Jova, yeah, this series starts
10-year-old
sounding
more
like a
imaginative.
10-year-old fanfiction.
No. 10-year-olds are more creative than that.
Just said that, Jova.
Jab at Compile Heart from a fan. You know you failed Compile Heart when a fan of yours is saying that.
Yeah, it's like a Ace Attorney. I may love that series to bits, but I will call the series out when it is freaking stupid. You're stupid here. I mean, granted, I have a bit more
So you're
resistance.
going to be calling out the second half of Apollo Justice then?
So essentially, we're targeting now Fang.
Yes, basically.
I've been prepping a speech for what is wrong with the second half of Apollo Justice.
Just like I've been preparing a speech for what's wrong with the second half of Brave of the Default. Anyway, so there you go. All right, Jova, or was it Teo who asked me that if Fang was gonna kill Zenk? I forgot who it was. Yeah. Now we're gonna see Zenk getting killed.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
I don't care what kind of dirty trick I have to use.
Yeah, you're too dirty for us. You have to be erased. Or let me guess, it's gonna be the blonde guy.
Very good, Jova. Both.
Retribution.
Usually it's either Teo or Jova calling out things in our playthrough. So, but this playthrough, it's both Jova and Teo who decided to join forces and predict the entire game.
I'm so used to tropes and cliché that as soon as like this kind of game that like just do the checklist thing, it's so mildly annoying.
See, the thing about this game is like, well, you can tell just by the character designs. Like, seriously.
The tropes are gonna go with, yeah.
Sephiroth hijacking the plot. Sherman's gonna be like Virgil or Jin, being this cold, silent, and insane killer.
Very good.
I mean,
Isn't it amazing, Shiroi? Behold. Keep going, guys, keep going.
Surprisingly, the only character I couldn't guess from the get-go was Fang, judging by his looks. By the way, I just realized something. Zagi and Dala are like the poor man's main duo from Disgaea.
I don't want to die.
I
don't want to die.
You want to say something, Shiroi?
There's no reason to learn someone's
I don't know
name
what
going
to
to
say
battle.
anymore.
No, go on. As long as it's on time.
No. I just.
Well, at least the Blondie, what's the name? Subverted the trope of explaining all of your evil, all of your plan to a dying person.
Aww.
Don't worry, Teo. He's saving that for later.
Of course. Even Caius fell victim of that.
Well, Caius was a shitty villain in general anyway.
Well, but no, here's the thing, Pedro. There's the encounter he has with Sarah, and she's like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "You don't need to know." That would have been a good spot. But then he tells her the plan anyway another time.
Chew your food thoroughly and make sure
Yes, chew your food thoroughly.
Yes,
Oh,
Mom.
she's that kind of figure.
She's his motherly figure.
So I take that Baus and Maris are gonna be the parents of all these guys.
Aww.
So guess what? Now that Fang has found someone that's just as stupid as him, they've hit it up just fine.
Nice.
It's good for you kids.
I can't believe you can eat that much. Do your stomachs lead to an alternate
Yeah, Dragon Ball does that kind of joke better. Let's just move on.
Any shonen jump pretty much does that thing better, yeah.
It was the first example that came to my head.
Sure. So, it reminds me of the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 where you have one
So
of
you
the
have to
ninjas where you need to mash the button for Goku to eat the rice.
One thing you have to understand too is that Dragon Ball was what got my country into anime. Like
Yeah, sure.
Oh, it wasn't Sailor Moon. How ironic.
Well, it was both actually. Both of them were airing at the same time. So it was Dragon Ball for boys and Sailor Moon for girls, basically.
Or Sailor Moon also for boys in secret and
Yeah.
Dragon Ball for girls in secret.
Not me. I watched them both and I never hit anything. Don't really care what people think.
You guys are too much. Here, have my fried shrimp.
Ooh, fresh shrimp. I like that.
Score! And it's drenched with tartar sauce too.
Hey, I like tartar sauce too.
Encanto.
Oh, so there you go. Ideal casting. Have fun, Jova.
I tend to not like sauces in general, but I don't...
Yeah, me as well. I'm not. Yeah, me as well. Usually I prefer my food without sauce.
So does this mean that the character? So does this mean that?
Go ahead, Leaves.
Can I just say that I think Galda has the most annoying voice in the game?
From what I check, apparently...
He's so stereotypically Canadian, and it's not even the funny kind of stereotypical. Oh, we all talk like this because it's funny and shit.
From what I check, it's the same in the Japanese version because he has the Kansai accent, which is the more loud, vulgar.
You want check out Nino Kuni for how to use a Welsh stereotype properly. For example, like that's how you use an accent stereotype properly.
I'm not quite sure we can call this stereotypical, seeing as how the actor actually is Canadian.
Yeah, the actor is actually Canadian, Dwibs.
Wait. So what you're saying is he made his own accent annoying.
Dwibs, how do you know that's not how he actually sounds?
Okay, Joe. I'm not.
It doesn't really matter. All I know is the context of this game is that the way it goes fuck.
That and Jova. Here's the thing, Jova. Granted, I'm by no means an expert, but I've heard plenty of Canadian voices, and as far as thickness, this is one of the top ones. I've seen plenty of Canadian. I've heard plenty of Canadians speak without being this thick. This stereotypically thick.
Hell, when Trey and Matt actually portrays Canadian people, they seem more tame compared to this.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be a parody exaggeration, and yet it sounds more tame than this.
I mean, it is possible. I mean, I've been to Canada. I have met some people who do have the thick Canadian accent. And again, like I said, unlike most Canadian stereotypes, the writing here actually seems to respect the fact that they don't always spout A.
My best guess is that the voice direction was so
Hell,
terrible. We asked him to go all out.
Hell, my terrible voice acting for the judge's brother is more tame than this.
Honestly, we'll never know. I mean, I'm willing to give us the benefit of the doubt. Again, that's mainly just because they actually don't span A.
Well, I can tell you that personally, I don't mind Galdo. His voice, at least. I don't mind Galdo's voice. Fine. I understand why Lives doesn't like it, but I don't particularly care. I've seen more annoying voices. I've heard more annoying voices in games. Anyway, we're dragging this part down.
The horror continues in the next part.
The horror.
Don't you need to shout, Tears?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, I forgot. Okay, Taylor, I'm gonna need you to go back a bit in the part so I can show you something that you missed that I really wanted to show you, but you burped right at the moment that it was gonna show up. And behold, Taylor, now we're fighting Kefka.
What the?
That's right, Taylor. Kefka decided to make a cameo in this game.
Even with the hairstyle.
Alright, Sheila, for context, that's the...
No, I know who Kefka is.
Okay.
I don't even.
So yeah, Taylor, you've been wondering where Kefka is when he's not doing a Dissidia game? He comes to Compile Hard to do generic Mook monster swirls.
Those bills gotta pay himself somehow.
This is his training room.
This is the future where we show.
So let's get this straight. We have Discount Sephiroth, we have Discount Kefka, we have Discount President Shinra, we have Dorfai's Discount Shinra company. Seriously. How many? Welcome. Tune in next time for Bargain Bin the Game Part 8.
See ya.
Seriously, all we need is just a weapon that gives someone else others abilities by striking them, and then we'll have our default Brave Fencer's Musashi.
Yeah. All right. See you, everybody.
All right. See ya.